All right, we are live. So this is a good way to do this. Everybody in here should be blue because everybody here is patron. So everybody should be blue. So whoever's not blue, I can make them blue now. This is a good way to do it. That's pretty cool. All right, so I got Grady Moore. Trevor's that one person. You now have wrenches. What's up, everybody? All right, so here's the deal with this video. I am just going to be building. I am going to put this video live on YouTube. So anybody watching this was recorded on Patreon live every once in a while. I've been doing it every week. I've been going live on Patreon and doing like a little building show. And now all the videos are saved up in Patreon. This one I'm actually going to put up on YouTube as long as everything goes well with the build and I have a good show. Now, what's up, everybody? So let's see who's here. So obviously these page. Oh, there's that alert. We got a storm of brewing. We got a storm of brewing up in here. Let me turn this fan on. It's we got like thunderstorms right now. But anyway, what I do is what was I going to say? Oh, obviously there's not as many people in this live as there usually is because it's just us patrons, right? So I'm sorry I've been absent from Patreon the last week. I just had a really busy week. So saying that will bring me on to my next subject. Yeah, that's an emergency text, like danger, flood warnings, run to your basement. I don't fucking know what that means. They're weird. So, did you guys know all I do is squonk? That's all I do is squonk. I fucking love squonking. Does anybody like squonking? I've been squonking all day. Squonking it up with the Warrior, the G-Box, double battery. Got that G-Box and that squonk. If you don't squonk, you don't know what you're doing. What's everybody laughing at? That's all I do is squonk. Squonky, squonky, squonky. All right, so I'm just going to start building, and then I'll talk about the one thing I want to talk about. I'll show you something. I got vape mail from somebody from Patreon, and then I will talk a little bit. I got some stuff to talk about, but what I'm going to do, what coil build I'm going to do. So Mr. M. Gunther purchased some coils from me. Actually, I want to make sure he knows how to get in here. Okay. If you're watching this video right now and you're saying stuff and you don't see Kim Dixon in the chat, Celine in the chat, then you're not in YouTube. What you need to, I don't know what you need to do, but if you're chatting underneath the picture, that's not the way to go. You want to chat in the live chat just like in YouTube, just so everybody knows, because sometimes I go into the Patreon and I see that people were like chatting in there, which is fine. I don't care if you want to do that, but you know, right now, everybody that's watching right now is Don Coileone, Grady Moore, Kim Dixon, Trevor's that one person, and Celine's here. So everybody's here. Grady, I just gave you, how come your wrench didn't show up yet? Huh, it's weird. Okay, whatever. So, they are. I don't know why. What's up, Redneck Vapor, on your lunch break? So, what I'm going to build as I talk is, I'm going to do binary again. So, Mr. M. Gunther purchased some coils off of me. One of them, he just gave me like a good amount of money for just an awesome set of coils, you know? So, we're going to do a binary again. This time, I'm going to do it the. Really? Oh, tornado warning. Oh, shit. We're going to have a tornado again? Yeah, we've been getting lots of tornadoes, and that is not like us to get tornadoes. We never get tornadoes. We get a tornado like once every 30 years, maybe, not even, maybe once every 60 years, something like that. We had a tornado, um, yeah, 20 years ago, and I don't think there was another tornado for 60 years before that. The city just doesn't get tornadoes. Not enough open space. So we get it really windy though. Like if the wind really kicks up, we'll get some window rattling. All right, so I'm building some binary coils. This time I'm going to do them a little differently so I am successful with them. Okay, now I'm going to start prepping them. Um, I'm going to do the ribbon stack first, and then I will move on to. So here's the thing: is if I do this, this is going to be a low coil if I do it all stainless steel, but I don't think I could do it any other way. I can mix it. I could do mixed. I'll do N80 in stainless so it stays a little bit. Tornado, quick, grab the drill. All right. So I'm going to start to just prep this staple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a 6-ply 0.3 ribbon out. 6-ply 0.3. I don't want to stretch this ribbon at all. I just want to take the ribbon off the spool as straight as possible. All right, and I don't want to stretch it because I don't want to mess with the size of the ribbon. I want it to be the right size. So I'm going to get 18 inches and cut. And I'm going to do this 3 times, no stretching. I'm doing 0.3 nichrome for this part. No stretching. Okay. Now, I'm going to get this prepped up first. And then I'm going to put like 2 pieces of 0.4 on either side of this. All right. So kind of just like what I did, only I'm not going to stretch the ribbon. In fact, yeah. So let's talk about the GoFundMe thing. So for those that don't know, there's a man by the name of Kind Ground that is in the vape community, and he's not that old, man, and he got diagnosed with esophagus cancer. So I guess his family put up a GoFundMe to take care of like the medical stuff. And you know, people in the vape community like to help out with stuff like that. So when there's something like a GoFundMe, people go over and they donate money. We have Daytime Frank and DIY or Die is doing some things also to raise money for the GoFundMe. They're doing like a mix-a-thon. I don't know a lot about it, but if you want to check out their channels, DIY or Die and Daytime Frank, you could get more information on that. I'm guessing that there's going to be some sort of raffle giveaway for people that donate if you send them proof or something. So I wanted to do something for that. And when I started the Patreon last month, what I said to my patrons is, as soon as they came in, I said, I would like to give a percentage of the money to the Kind Ground Patreon. All right. I'd like to do something good with a percentage of the money this month for the first month. And then I said in like one of the first lives, I would like to buy an RDA and raffle it off to make a little more money, but make sure I get my money back from the RDA. And then I said, maybe not. Maybe we'll just put all the money in there. All the money I get from the raffle in there. And it's a good idea. It would have raised more money probably, but the thing is I just don't have the time to do it. I don't have the time to receive everybody's emails and everybody's screenshots, make a list, do a raffle, make sure everything stays fair, you know, get together more prizes. It's just a lot. Not only that, but what I was going to do is I was going to raffle off that blue TM. You know, this matte blue Twisted Messes I have? I was going to raffle. Was going to be the main prize, was this matte blue Twisted Messes with a pair of pitchforks that I actually did on Patreon. All right, in one of the first videos that I put up here, one of the first lives. So this matte blue Twisted Messes was going to be the prize. All right, so I was going to raffle this off and then just buy myself another one and put the rest of the money into the Patreon, the GoFundMe. All right. Now, what I was going to do about that is I was going to give my patrons first dibs on the raffle tickets. Here's my problem with that. These guys are always you're already generous enough just coming on to the Patreon. And then I had so far, 5 of my patrons have sent me stuff, really cool stuff too. I'm going to show you one of the things I got this week. You just keep on giving, and for me to ask you to put more money out, it didn't feel right to me, even though it's a good cause. But I figure, people that do things for good causes don't do them for prizes, right? So I figure I'll just keep talking about it. I'll keep talking about the yeah, there's going to be an Addy Toonie. Oh crap. So I figure, let me just take a percentage of money and put it in. So I donated that $50 today, and we'll be done with it for now. That's going to be it. In addition, I was going to give you guys first dibs on the raffle to win this with the pitchforks and stuff in there. So if I would have did that, I would have felt really bad if people would have put money into a raffle in order to win it, and then somebody outside of Patreon, if they would have won it, I mean, I wouldn't have felt bad. But, I wanted to give this away here, basically. I wanted to give this away on Patreon. So this is going to be one of my giveaways for this month, is this with them pitchforks in there. I have a couple things already this month to give out. I do have that dark mesh tank that Kim won, but I actually ended up asking Kim if she wanted to trade for something else, because I know I had something else here that she would like better. So I asked her, and she said, yeah, keep the dark mesh. So I have this. I have the dark mesh. I picked up some more macro lens clips today. I got them wire cutters. I got some prizes for this month. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. I'm going to we donated the money, and maybe I will do a raffle next month if it's still up. I don't know. They did get a good amount of money. I went over there, and they have $13,000 out of 20,000, which is very, very, very good. Having that much money is awesome. Raising $13,000 is very big, very big. You know that the family definitely appreciates that. So just know that you have taken your part in that when you signed up for the Patreon. All right. So thank you. We did something cool with it. And now the rest of it went to wire, and I think I'll be able to get some other sort of RDA or something as well. Okay. Now, I need some stainless steel 0.4 ribbon. I'm going to take 2 pieces off, and this is going to go on either side of this. All right, so I'm doing this binary coil. We did them a little bit ago, but I didn't like exactly how it turned out. And that was my fault. I should have known that I shouldn't stretch the ribbon for a binary. Because with a binary, the measurements of the ribbon are extremely important. All right, so I'm going to take out 2 pieces of this like that. So anybody watching the pre-recording, I had to talk about that. Sorry. Hopefully this show is still entertaining for you. Now, I did receive other vape mail from somebody from Patreon, and I will show that in a second. It's awesome. I am actually super, super excited about this mail because it's just actually a really nice thought. And I'm just so glad somebody did this because it's just awesome. And I'll explain why. We'll explain why in a second. And I will show you. So let me bend this 0.4 in half. All right, so that's going to make a 4-ply 0.4. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 6-ply 0.3 and put it inside of the 0.4 so that I have smaller ribbon on the inside. None of this ribbon I stretched out, so the 0.3 should definitely be 1 millimeter smaller than the 0.4. Right. So a binary is a type of a corrugated wire. It's a type of a staggered wire, and it's a type of a staple wire. It's like 3 types of wire in one. And they're just absolutely very good looking builds. Very easy on the eyes. And they should vape good too. All right. So after I get this ribbon stacked down, I will show you what I got and all that good stuff. Oh, come on, really? That's how it's going to be all night? Come on, man. We get the point. Until 12? Oh, man. It's going to do that for 4 hours? Okay. I need my water to get this staple wire a little bit better. Yeah. Ava's in her room. Ava's probably on her phone. Most likely on her phone or on her laptop in her room. We ain't going to get no damn tornado here. It might get windy. I doubt it. I really doubt it. I'm sure wherever she is, her iPhone's going off just the same as mine is. Everybody's phone goes off when that happens. Okay. All prepped. Well, the ribbon so far is prepped. Not the whole build, just the ribbon. Okay. Let me see if I can show you what it looks like real quick. Where's my macro? You can't really see the size difference yet. Maybe on this side you can. Not yet. Seems like wherever my thumb is where you could see the size difference. It's hard to see the size difference until you get the other wire in there. Yeah, you can't see it yet. All right, whatever. We'll wait until we get the corrugated in there. All right. So, anybody that knows me knows that I just love to squonk. That's all I do is squonk all day. These batteries are lasting a long time. I vape this all day. Okay. Anybody that knows me, of course, everybody on Patreon knows this already. What's my favorite RDA ever? Favorite RDA ever, especially for building. It's pretty much my favorite vape, too. Favorite RDA. Who's got it? Who's got the answer? He thought I didn't squonk. I know, yeah. Last night I was saying I don't squonk. I just don't do it. I don't squonk. I just don't think it's that good. You know, I don't squonk. I'd just rather drip. The Goon, Kim, very good. The Goon. The Goon is my favorite RDA, right? Now, I do have to find which one of you mother effers sent this to me. Because the thing is with UK address. Oh, snap. Yeah, it doesn't say. It doesn't say who it's from on the package, and I forget who sent it because so many people are sending me cool stuff. This will be the second Goon I got just from patrons because whatchamacallit sent me one. Come on. I think I got to go to the messages to turn this off, don't I? It's not showing me. Who was it? See, Patreon messages are weird. Oh, actually, they also messaged me over on whatchamacallit, too. So give me a second. I will find who did this. Why does Patreon... Here it is. Gaz Callahan. The fucking man. Gaz Callahan sent this to me. So awesome. So, Goon version 1. Goon version 1 is awesome. I love the Goon version 1. They don't make or sell the Goon version 1 anymore. They don't do it. Gaz found somebody with them. He found somebody that had a couple for sale, and he bought me one and sent it to me. And he sent me one of the only colors I don't have. I have a black one. I have a stainless that my buddy has. I actually asked him to borrow it back because I do want to do a video on it. So I have 2 Goon version 1s. I have a lot of Goons, but I have 2 Goon version 1s, black and stainless steel. He sent me a brass Goon version 1. And he also sent me parallel spool, 38 gauge parallel spool. So we'll have to use this one day. I don't know if it'll... I suppose I could use it tonight, couldn't I? Two times 100 meters. It's probably a lot of wire. I don't want to use it for this build, actually. I don't. Nah, but Nichrome 80. But that's awesome. Juice Junkie, parallel spool. So what happens is 2 wires come off of this spool at a time. So you could just hold one spool to do 2 fuses. It's pretty cool. All right, and what else? I actually forgot that was in here because there's something else in here too. So Goon sells titanium clamps. So he got me a set of titanium clamps with it. These are titanium blue clamps for the Goon version 1. So here's the Goon version 1. Brass. And I am so happy about this. This is such a cool fucking thing because you can't get them anymore. And I wish I had more because they are my favorite for building and for vaping. There it is. Brand spanking new. That Goon version 1. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, super exciting. Love me a Goon. So thank you very much, guys. Hopefully you see this. I do appreciate it. We will be getting some pictures with that at some point, and also a video. I'm glad that I have a new one to do the video. Yeah, version 1. I don't know. Is everybody lagging? It might be because of the weather. I don't know. It's like inline skating. Nobody will admit that they squonk. Yeah. I've been squonking for years now. That's true, though. Squonking has been around for a long time. I can't believe these batteries are still going. 0.18 coils. It's doing really good. This whole setup here. I didn't even know that I had an RDA on here that squonked, but I do. And it looks like I'm running out of juice now because I don't see it coming through. That's okay because I want to show you something. So I have this thing. Is there juice in here? There is. Okay, there's not a lot, but there is. I have this thing, and it's got a 510 pin on it. It's a juice bottle for squonk. All right, and what you do is you drop your drip tip on the floor, and you pick it up. You take your RDA off. You could, don't squeeze that one. Let's squeeze this one. Flip it upside down, twist it on. All right, what's up, Alan? All right, we're going to squeeze the small one, and we're going to let that suck the juice into there. Let's see if we see it. There wasn't a lot of juice in this top bottle, so. It coming? Maybe I should have filled it with juice first. Yep, it's coming. Slowly but surely, it's coming. There it is. When it has more juice, it fills up quicker. Pretty cool. If you want to see, sometimes it can get a little messy. This is why squonking isn't always my favorite. But when that bottle's filled, woo-wee, good stuff. Let's see if we can get some action here. A little bit of action. I got to fill up that squonk bottle. That's okay. I think I'm almost out of battery too. I'll tell you what though, I'm flying through juice with squonking. Flying through it. That's a big downfall because I do fly through juice with squonking. Pretty cool. All right. This is a Geek Vape bottle, by the way, but other companies sell these skunk refills. But this one's cool because you could use that. And if you don't want to use that, this is silicone. If you don't want to use that, you could drip with it with that. So if there's still juice in there and I want to drip it, I could drip it. Yeah. All right, Grady. Oh, M. Gunther, I'm making your coils right now. And wait a minute, Alan Hendricks and M. Gunther need wrenches. Because whoever is in Patreon gets a wrench. There you go. Everybody should be blue in my Patreon chats. All right, here we go. I want to do 28 gauge frames. I'm going to do 28 gauge nichrome frames because I don't want this build to be too low. So I'm doing binary for Mr. Gunther. All right, so I'm going to get out some 28. Snap. I caught it. I'm going to get out 28 gauge. Oh, this is a lot. And cut it. So one day we'll use this power spool. Maybe we'll use it on, like, I don't know, Saturday or something. Vaping Jason, what's up? What's up, everybody? I hope I said hi to everybody so far. So I talked a little bit about the GoFundMe thing and about the goon that I received from Mr. Gaz. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So now I'm going to bring this guy over the fast drill. Actually, should I even be doing this fast drill? I don't know. Probably shouldn't be. Man, that's a lot of wire here. I think I got out too much wire. Hey, Jerry. All right, Redneck. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to do stainless steel 40 over top of this. And I'm hoping I do this loop method good this time because I feel like why is there 240 gauges coming off of here? And it looks like they're both coming from the top. Damn. Okay, so I'm going to do the clip thing. Actually, yeah. Clip thing with this. So I'm going to get some 40 gauge Clapton on here and space it a little. Okay. Bring that down here. And then I'm going to take a piece of 40 gauge. And I'm going to do 3 loops, 1 in the front and 2 in the back. I've done this a couple times live. I actually put 3 in the back. Try that out. It doesn't matter how many you do. But now I want to make sure that I have a clip that closes all the way. It seems like the more you use these, the more they're not closed all the way. I don't know why that is. That's what it seems like. Seems like if you keep using them, if you use it, you lose it. I Need one. I mean, there's other ways to do it if they're not closed all the way. But I actually quite like it when they're closed all the way. There's also a trick you could do to close it all the way, and that's just that one's pretty good, I guess. It's to take some tape and throw it on both sides on the inside. Which I guess that's what I'm doing. I'll put it on one side and see how that works. Hopefully it works good. And then I clip all 3 wires coming down. One's my fuse and 2 are coming from my loop. And I can cut these short. All right. Now I could fuse and hopefully it just gives me the spacing I need. I hope it is. It's very hard to see. Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, it's doing it. All right, cool. Let's go down and get 16 inches of this. Let's see how it's looking here. Looking good. Looking like some 40 gauge spacing. All right, so I have a feeling I already got my 16 inches of wire. Let me check. I have 19. I have 32 inches. How did I get double the amount? I got double the amount. So I'm just going to keep going, and at least I'll have some more for something else. Okay. I'm going to take this clip off. And get the loops off of here. There you go. I'm going to just take it. Up there. Okay. The heck? Come off again? This 40 gauge spool's messing up. Interesting. Okay. Cut this off of the drill. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut about 16 inches off of this whole stick that I did. Okay, and then the other one I'm going to put to the side because I could use this for something else later. I don't know what, but I could use it for something. Got 2840 staggered. Okay, so we got our frames. We're just going to have to cut them in half at some point and put them on either side of my ribbon, right? Now I need to put the I need to put the actual corrugated wire inside of my build. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to hot glue right below the loop of my ribbon. I just want to get a dab of glue right here because I'm going to need it in a second. All right. And then I'm going to get this onto my swivel for a minute. Pull the ribbons away from my swivel, and I'm going to hot glue down here as well. Make sure my ribbon stack's nice and tight, and just dab them on there. All right. What's up, Dave? What's up, everybody? Yeah, you got to come in YouTube to be in chat. I don't understand how that works and why it does that. I haven't been in a situation where I've seen how it happens. But yeah, I know that it happens, that people are watching and they're not in the chat. Okay. I need my corrugator. And I need some 38 gauge. So I guess I'm actually, you know what? I'm going to get some 38 gauge kidney puncher stainless steel because I just trust that it's going to be nice coming off the spool, and I need something nice coming off the spool. Don't really like that first bit. Put that over here. So I need a piece of 38 that's a little bigger than my ribbon stack. So it's a little bigger than 8 inches. I could cut that off of the spool. And I'm going to give it a little stretch to make it straight. Just a little one, because it's only 38, remember. Okay. And then I gotta send it through the corrugator, the paper quiller, as they call it. And it's going to come out the other end. You can only kind of see it right there. There he is. Now remember, I stretched this 38 to make it straight. All right, now it's out. So I stretched it to make it straight, but after you corrugate it, it comes out curved. But that's okay. All we got to do is grab it by both ends. Give it a stretch, and that's going to make it straight, and it's also going to stretch it out to a size that we need more. Okay. What's up, Ryan? Okay. So we're both stuck watching the show without chat, huh? I need to fix this hot glue up here. I am Hollywood. All right. I just hot glued my staple wire here. My ribbon. All right. Now, I need to take my 38. I'm actually going to cut the end off of it so that I have a nice end here. All right. I'm going to take it and I'm going to get like some tweezers or something. You don't have to have tweezers. I never done this before with tweezers. It's probably not even a good idea. Yeah, I'll just pick it up with my finger. And I want to put it in the middle of this staple stack. I want it to get right over the 0.3. Now there's both 0.3 and 0.4 in this build. I want it in between the 0.4 directly over the 0.3. And I'm going to heat up some hot glue when I get it there. And I want the hot glue very wet so I don't have to mess around with it. I want it to just drip right over it. And get glued to the build right over the 0.3. You want to try to get it as perfect as possible, but we still got to work on it anyway. All right. Man, is everything so bright? Now, there's a good chance that this corrugated wire isn't stretched enough. It needs to be pretty thin to fit in there. So you got to stretch it a little more most of the time. And once I get it stretched and it fits between the 0.4, I'm going to hold it and I'm going to get some like 40 gauge. This is 38. I definitely want 40. Definitely want some 40. All right, here's some 40. Some 40 gauge and wrap it up here. Once I get it between there. See how it's right between the 0.4? Hold on. That's what you want. All right. Now, I just want to go down this build, get it in between them ribbons. And bind it with some 40 gauge again. And there's a couple ways you could do this. You could do a couple bindings down the wire, do like 3 or 4 of them, which might be what I do. And as you fuse it, you could just take them. Oh, actually, I can't do that. I actually can't do that. Not yet, anyway. So what I did was, this is what I'm going to do. I have another 40 gauge on there. Right there. I'm going to do what I do to staple coils. I'm going to carefully, very carefully, slide them down to the end. You got to be careful doing this. Okay. So it's not going to look perfect right now. It looks messy, but once I get them frames on, I should be able to fix it all up and then bind it all the way down with the 40 gauge. That's what I'm going to do. I got to be careful because I am dealing with spaced round wire. So I cut this at like 17. So, oops. So at 8.5, I'm going to cut them like, whoa, damn it. At 8.5, I'm going to cut them right here. Bend him there. Bend him there. Get my frames on either side. Just carefully get everything situated. If you got to get that corrugated in there, get it in there now. In between them 0.4 ribbons. All right, now I guess since I have this together down here, I'm going to hot glue this end. Make sure everything stays secure down here. Just a little dab I did. A little dab will do you. All right. Okay. Now I guess what I'll do is just go down and keep binding it with some 40. Just be careful of my spacing. I don't think the spacing is going to move because of how I locked it in. So I should be okay. But that doesn't mean I don't want to still be careful. I still want to be careful with this. You know? Let's take a look at it real quick. looks like it's a little messed up. Hopefully I just fixed it. I guess I'll see. If I didn't, then I know what's going on. Good down there. Okay. I'm hoping I either fixed it. If not, then I'm going to have to just fix it where that one bind is. Not sure. I'll figure it out. I'm going to bind the rest for now. And if I have to come back to the one wrap, I will. I'm just walking down. And then when I get it all situated, I wrap it with 40. Almost done. And then after all these steps, it's pretty much just the fuse. All right. Something up here is acting weird. Sometimes if stuff's acting weird when you get down the wire, I just heat up the hot glue again so it loosens up. Move it around. Get it situated. And that usually helps. I think it did this time. I hope it did. All right. Now, I do just want to go back to that first one. Like I said, I'll go back to it and check it. It was the second 40 gauge. So this is the first one. I think that's okay. Yeah. This is the second one, and I did try to fix it, but let's see. Yeah, that looks good too. Check the third. The third's good, and I'm pretty sure the rest are good if those are good. All right, cool. Let us come back down. To the beginning. And I'm going to put a little more hot glue on now that everything's good. I kind of only put it on one side at the beginning, and I want to put it on everything. All right. There's the battery. I have a Staggerton pre-recorded. I have a Staggerton tutorial if you can't wait for coil class. Actually, that's another thing. I've been slacking on the Throwback Thursday posts for Patreon. So I'm going to probably just post a bunch in very soon. I might just put all my just starting off videos in one day, and then next week I'll just do all my other tutorials all at once, so they're all in a row. Okay. Let's see what happens. Okay. Let me drink some water. I'm getting this air on. It is too hot. You're fusing at the moment, see? That's good. Then don't do a close-up, Jason. Fuck that close-up. But probably still vape good. Just trying to set something up for my lighting real quick, so I at least get a good picture as I do this. Only knew what I was doing. It usually works. Good. I do this. So. Whoa! Killer. Well, so we're gonna do it this way. Ah, but I can't see. Just give me a second, everybody. Discombobulate it. And there goes the camera. And boom goes the dynamite. All right. All right. Get this 40 gauge started. Now, I'm wondering if I should. I'm not worried about the beginning. I just want to get a good start. All right. Now, I want to make sure that my binary is definitely in there. That's actually looking very good. That's exactly what you want to see in the beginning. You want to see that binary in between them 0.4 ribbons, right over top of that 0.3. Now, I think I'm going to skip fuse just so we can see inside of it good, you know? We don't want to cover it all up. Not after all that work. We want to be able to see it. So we want to skip fuse. All right? Thank you, everybody. Hopefully everything goes as good as this is. Get that away from me for a minute. All right. I'm going to take it off in a second. All right. I'm going to move my clamp down a little bit, and I'm going to carefully take this guy off. That's why I only like doing like 5 wraps, so I don't have to unwrap it. And you see I space wrapped it so it didn't mess up my spacing. You don't want one of them, or you don't want 2 of them wraps falling into one space and stretching it out. All right. Camera's looking good with the lighting too. Cool. Sweet. As far as it's got to go until I see it falls in, you know. Once I see it fall in, that's where I move it to. Not too far, really. It's 40 gauge spacing, so it's not like really far away from the last space. I mean, you figure one little mistake, and I'm going into the wrong space, so it's not very much further. See? It's easy to make that mistake, so it's not too much further than regular, you know? It's a slight extra angle. It's got to zigzag it. Sometimes you do have to zigzag it, sometimes you don't. Usually matters on the spacing and how you start it. What's up, Philip? There's definitely something weird. Well, maybe not. I might be pulling my drill too much sometimes. Yeah, I have a feeling that while prepping this, I messed up my spacing a little bit. That's okay. gotta move this stuff out of the way. All right. So, need to move my clamp down. Get this guy out. My hand is like 12 inches. Sometimes it's closer, sometimes it's far. It just depends how I feel comfortable. Sometimes I move it further back, sometimes I got it close. Right now I got it close. It's about 3 inches away. Getting damn near like a helix angle out of this. It's pretty angly at moments. But it's kind of important to just, at this point when you're almost done the first coil, to just keep going with the pattern. When I get to the second coil, I'm definitely gonna reset the angle. Show. Wire showing crazy shadow. What's up, Rodrigo? Come on. At least the binary's staying where it's supposed to be. trying to fix the angle a bit by stretching the spacing up. I don't know how well I'm doing, but I guess we'll find out. Sometimes even though you get your spacing under control, and it don't look bad, just the spacing being off, as much as it might look fine, it just makes it a pain in the ass to get it to look good. The better the spacing is, the easier this part could be. But at some point I messed up my spacing. I don't know when. I'm guessing because I handled it so much. The more your hands touch it, the more you're liable to make mistakes. I'm almost done the first coil, so with that angle, it looks like a damn helix. Focused all that time on the binary, I guess. That looks good, so that's a good thing. That means the finished product should look pretty good. As long as I just stay patient, get this coil finished. Yeah, I think I'll never lock these in again. That's one of the issues too, is that I locked my fuse in instead of loosening it. It seems to only work on pitchforks when you do that. All right, I think I still got a little bit to go. Damn. I was hoping this process was going to take a little quicker. This. Yeah, I got one coil. I am actually going to No, it's 28 frames, 40 gauge fuse, 6 pieces of .3, 38 corrugated, 4 pieces of .4. It's like with the one we did in the other video, only the frames are different. And the spacing's worse on this one. All right. There's definitely just a lot of weird things going on with this right now, and I'm wondering if everything's combining to just give me a hard time. Because everything's binding up. I don't know if I should even dare to do this, but I guess I will try. That's what's going on. What really gets you with these is when they don't look completely like shit and they don't go completely to shit and it looks like they're still going to turn out good. It's just going to be hard. That's all that it's doing. Is it's just, it looks like it's going to be good, but it looks like it's going to take a while. And it seems like this drill is not going slow at all. I am getting rid of the McRib from all McDonald's because they're fucking disgusting and that's not a rib. I'm gonna have real baby back ribs on fucking real bread. And we'll see how much you like them then. How about that? Those aren't ribs. That's a that's meat poured in a is that meat poured in a mold of a rib? Is that what that is? Yeah. Not sure if I'm going to be able to keep my patience with this one. I guess I'm going to calmly rage fuse because I'm done with this wire. Done with it. Because I see a bunch of problems are going to happen down here now. I might have to cut the binary. Cut the binary in order for it to not be so fucked up. I don't know, I might have had to stretch it even a little more, just a little bit. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Right? Real ribs with like corn on the cob on the side. When a business is going down, you don't just adopt what they were doing, you know? You gotta fucking fix it. Alright, so let's see if at least I'm gonna have to probably do something else for Mr. Gunther, but I'm still gonna give him one of these. Man. That spacing though, man, everything else was gonna go good. Well, not everything actually. At the end it was getting bad in other places too. To be honest. It was probably not going to go good at the end. Let's see. So that's that one. And then, yeah, I just hammered down from there. Woo, that's a good distance. All right, so let's see what the good one looks like. Pretty sure at least one of these is going to look pretty damn good. That said, I wasn't sitting there and doing a coil. That was just going to look good. Yep, some watermelon on the side, some garlic bread, some... I don't know, man. So many plans. Now you guys know why I'm busy. All right, let me show you what it looks like before I wrap it up. So, see the angle gets bigger, bigger. I mean, yeah. Don't look bad. So, here's my thing. It's like, good. So what I'll do probably, I'll give this to Mr. Gunther as well. Or unless I make a whole other set of these, that's good. Then I'll just keep this one. I'll give him a nice set. But I could never sell a set like this for somebody that paid good money. This one looks good. The next one ain't gonna look that good. I know that. I know that's a fact, Jack. But we can kind of see what the ohms are going to be, right? And how it would color. Right? So here's the second one that I just pressed down on and just rage fused, kind of. And the fact that that binary fell in there anyway after I took the clips off, you see, it went up there. That's what you don't want. See that up there? You don't want that. But for the most part, I mean, you know, let's see what this ohms out to real quick, and I'll just pulse it up real quick, see what it looked like. Take this out. We'll just use the Goon 1.5. Yeah, I guess I'm tired. I didn't really feel, I mean, sometimes this takes a lot out of you when you're messing up. When it's going good, you're excited. When it goes bad, you kind of get in a bad mood. But not really a bad mood, but you're just disappointed. You know, though, we needed mess ups because if coils never messed up, it wouldn't be as fun. You wouldn't have as much satisfaction out of it when you got it. It's supposed to be hard because if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth it. We wouldn't do it. It just would be easy. It would just be something you do. Like, remember how fun Legos, and you have the Duplos. Like you have the Legos that are huge, like the big Legos that like 2-year-olds play with, and then you have the little Legos. They're both fun, right? But why is the little ones more fun? Because it's fucking harder. It's for bigger kids, right? It's just like everything else. Right? You can't appreciate the sunshine unless you got the rain. Right? Right. And just because it's not the way I like it doesn't make it bad. It just makes it not what I wanted, you know? Obviously, it's not a perfect, clean coil, but really, I can't sit there and say that this is a piece of shit coil because it's a cool coil. It's just not what I wanted. I mean, quite honestly, this looks pretty decent. Just not what I wanted. And it's not up to Ned's snuff. It's not up to snuff. Right? We don't build just round wire coils. I mean, this don't look bad for the bad one, right? Right. Right. But I did want to see what these ohmed out to. I'll put the specs in the description of this. I'm not putting this up on YouTube, I'll tell you that right now. Okay. So this is where me and Mr. Gunther are going to have an issue with this coil anyway. I'm not sure if he's going to want to vape these. But this single coil is a 0.14. Just single 0.14. What would be cool for Mr. Gunther is if he wanted to vape one single and save one or whatever, vape them single. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to be making another set of these because I'm no happy. Oh, I like that. That actually looks pretty damn spiffy with the stainless. Ooh, and the nichrome not colored yet. Pretty spiffy, if I do say so myself. Pretty damn spiffy. Pretty cool. Yeah, color now. Yeah. You might be behind Kim. Not sure. All right. I think we're done for tonight. It's a little longer than I wanted to go, but hey, we have to do what we got to do. I'll post pictures up of a good set at some point. I have to upload video right now to my computer. This video's taken so long. I really, really, really want to get that snake belly video up very soon. Everybody, thanks for hanging out. Sorry, it got a little boring there when I wasn't talking, concentrating, you know? Um, okay, so here's what we're going to do. There's something I wanted to do next week. Oh, okay. Next week, I'm going to do a recovery video, the build therapy, just like I did before. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it live or pre-record it. Not sure. You will get it here first. Okay. Um, After that, so that'll be like next Thursday, I think exactly. The 28th will be my 6-year anniversary. So next week we'll do that. The week after that, oh, it's all good, Rodrigo. What's up? Anyway, I don't know if I said hi. The week after that, we're going to do giveaways for Patreon. I am going to put that video on YouTube because I want people to get jealous of you. I want them to be jealous, so jealous that they come over, you know? I want them to be like, wow, they get prizes and stuff. I got to get up in there. My eyes look weird. Trippy. Oh, look at that. Now that's fucking spooky. Alright, well, new building, Rodrigo. What's up with that? What's up with that, man? Snuck one more hit out of it. That's it. I'm definitely vaping this thing tomorrow. This was good. The only thing is the bottle doesn't come out because I permanently put a different bottle in there. So, everybody, have a nice night. I have videos recorded. I just got to get them to freak up. What's the other video I have recorded? What the hell else did I record? My battery's not in here. I don't know, guys. I'm going to get out of here and upload the rest of this video so that I could hopefully edit it and get it out. You're probably going to get it first. But everybody, have a nice night. Thank you, and I'll see you Saturday morning. There will be a coffee talk this weekend. Saturday morning, for sure. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Peace out.